What if the biggest barrier stopping most people from getting into crypto isn't the technology itself, but the overwhelming number of different coins and tokens that exist? Thousands upon thousands of cryptocurrencies, new ones appearing almost every day. For many beginners, this creates immediate confusion and even intimidation. They look at the list and ask, are they all the same? Why do we need so many? What do they actually do differently? Today, in the final video of this beginner mini-series, we're going to bring some clarity to the chaos. We won't try to cover every single cryptocurrency or every single category. Instead, we'll give you a simple, practical framework to understand why so many cryptos exist and what the major categories are actually trying to achieve. As we've covered in our earlier videos on DLT foundations and how crypto can benefit everyday people, distributed ledger technology is incredibly flexible. Once you remove traditional gatekeepers and allow anyone in the world to build, experiment, and compete, you naturally get an explosion of different projects. Some are serious attempts to solve real problems. Others are experiments, improvements on existing ideas, or driven by community and cultural momentum. To make sense of all this, we have grouped most cryptocurrencies into 5 broad categories. These aren't perfect boxes. Many projects have overlapping features, but they give beginners a clear mental map to start with. Understanding these categories removes a huge amount of the confusion and overwhelm that newcomers often feel. Category 1: Store of Value. Some cryptocurrencies are primarily designed to function as a scarce, secure, long-term store of value. The most prominent and widely recognized example is Bitcoin. Its fixed supply of 21 million coins and strong security model give it many of the properties traditionally associated with gold: scarcity, durability, portability, and verifiable ownership without needing to trust a central authority. Because new Bitcoins are created at a predictable and slowing rate through mining, and because the total supply can never exceed 21 million, many people view Bitcoin as a form of digital gold, something that can potentially hold value over long periods of time, especially in environments where traditional currencies lose purchasing power due to inflation. Other projects in this category include Litecoin, which is often seen as a lighter and faster complement to Bitcoin, and Monero, which adds strong privacy features while still aiming to serve as a long-term store of value. People who focus on this category generally view these assets as a form of digital reserve, rather than something intended for daily spending. The core idea is preservation of value over time through built-in scarcity and strong security. Category 2: Payments and Digital Cash. This category focuses on being practical money for everyday transactions, fast, low cost, and stable in value. Stable coins like USDT and USDC are the clearest examples here because they aim to maintain a steady value, usually pegged to the US dollar. This stability makes them useful for sending and receiving money without the wild price swings common in many other cryptocurrencies. Other projects in this group include XRP, which was designed for fast and efficient cross-border payments between financial institutions, and Stellar, XLM, which focuses on low-cost international transfers and improving financial access in regions where traditional banking is limited or expensive. What unites this category is the emphasis on speed, affordability, and usability for sending value, whether you're paying for coffee across the street or sending remittances to family on the other side of the world. These projects try to solve one of the oldest problems in money: making transfers quick, cheap, and reliable. Category 3: Smart Contract Platforms. The operating systems. These are the programmable DLTs that act as foundations for building decentralized applications, DeFi protocols, NFTs, games, and other innovations. You can think of them as the operating systems of the crypto world, platforms that developers use to create new tools and services. Ethereum was the original pioneer that introduced smart contracts to the mainstream, allowing code to run automatically on the blockchain without intermediaries. Since then, other high-performance platforms have emerged, including Solana, which focuses on extremely fast transaction speeds and low fees, and Avalanche, which uses subnets to allow customized, scalable networks. The defining feature of this category is flexibility. Instead of being limited to just sending money, these platforms let anyone build and deploy applications directly on the blockchain. This has led to the creation of decentralized finance, NFT marketplaces, decentralized social networks, and much more. The goal is to create an open environment where innovation can happen without needing permission from a central gatekeeper. Category 4. Infrastructure and specialized utility. The plumbing. Not every cryptocurrency tries to be money or a platform for apps. Some exist to provide essential underlying services that other DLTs and applications need. The plumbing that makes the wider ecosystem work better. This includes oracles that bring real-world data onto the blockchain, like Chainlink, decentralized storage solutions like Filecoin, decentralized computing power like Render, and enterprise-grade infrastructure like Hedera, which is designed for high-speed, regulated, and compliant use by businesses and institutions. These projects are often less visible to everyday users, but they play a critical role. For example, without reliable oracles to feed accurate external data into smart contracts, many DeFi applications couldn't function properly. Without decentralized storage, there would be no secure, censorship-resistant way to store large amounts of data on DLT. These plumbing projects are the invisible foundation that allows the rest of the crypto ecosystem to operate more efficiently and reliably. Category 5. Community and culture, social and meme assets. The final major category is driven primarily by community, culture, memes, viral trends, and social momentum rather than pure technical utility. These tokens often gain popularity and value through strong online communities, humor, shared identity, or cultural moments. Dogecoin is the classic example. It started as a lighthearted meme, but built one of the most dedicated and enduring communities in crypto. Shiba Inu is another well-known project in this space that grew through strong community support and ecosystem development. While they may have less technical sophistication than projects in other categories, their strength often comes from network effects, cultural relevance, and the belief of their holders. In some cases, these assets have shown surprising staying power and have even been accepted as a form of payment or tipping in certain online communities. So why are there so many cryptocurrencies in the first place? Because distributed ledger technology removes traditional barriers to entry. Anyone with an idea and some technical knowledge can create a new token. Some projects are genuine attempts to solve real problems in different ways. Others are experiments testing new technical approaches. Some are created to raise funds or capitalize on market trends. And many exist simply because communities form around ideas, memes, or shared visions. This diversity is both the beauty and the confusion of crypto. It drives innovation and competition, but it also creates noise and makes it hard for newcomers to know where to start. For beginners, the most practical way to navigate this is to start with the big picture rather than trying to understand every single coin. Learn the 5 broad categories first. When you come across a new cryptocurrency, ask yourself, which category does this mainly fall into? What problem is it actually trying to solve? That simple mental model removes a huge amount of the overwhelm and helps you make more informed decisions as you continue learning. In this mini-series, we've taken you from the foundations of DLT to how it transforms industries, to how crypto can benefit you personally, to what it is actually being used for today and now, to understanding why so many different cryptos exist. What surprised you most about these 5 categories of cryptocurrencies? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you're ready to take the next step in crypto, check the links in the description. Wallets, exchanges, and more are waiting. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. Thanks for watching Crypto Pulse 360. Stay pulsed.